What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have some good news to share with you guys today. Now, on my previous video, I was talking about how For Honor was basically purging all of their old content and making it unavailable for the game for quite some time. Now, the time that we didn't really know the time that it was going to come back to the game. We just know that all the items that were discounted and on sale during the summer update or the summer sale update were basically leaving the game. And you guys really voiced your opinion on how you didn't want this change to happen. And based on the comments of my last video, I could tell that a lot of you guys were upset at the fact that they were removing some of the best stuff in the game, and you guys hadn't had a chance to buy it, and you guys wouldn't have a chance because there were so many things that were getting removed and so many characters you had planned to get to that you couldn't get to that character and buy the stuff that you wanted to buy. So of course a lot of people were angry at the choice For Honor was going to make, and we have some good news today. About 4 hours ago, Eric Pope had posted on Reddit, and he's basically saying that they're not going to go through with this content removal thing. Basically what Eric Pope is saying is that we've heard your guys' opinion, we're going to make changes, and all of the items are going to stay. Now he has this nice post right here that I'll go ahead and read for you guys, and we'll actually see what went down. So he says, "Hello fellow warriors, following the announcement of the summer sale and content availability update, we want to thank you for your feedback and give you an update. With all this feedback and after reevaluating our plans, our team has decided to keep the content in game and not withdraw the items, and the sale will continue as planned until July 19th. Now this right here is amazing. This right here is amazing. So not only are they going to keep the items in the game, we're still going to get the sale. Now, in celebration of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out, I'm going to buy some steel, and I'm going to purchase most of the things that I would want on my characters that is on sale. So I'll probably buy some things for Valkyrie. I know she's getting the rework soon. Probably going to buy some things for Raider. Who knows? I might even touch Berserker, because I do want to. I do plan on getting all the Vikings up there in their reps. Hopefully rep 50, but you know, yeah. So I'll probably get stuff. For Raider, for Valkyrie, and probably finish up my Warlord stuff that I haven't bought yet. So this is absolutely amazing, guys. If you haven't took advantage of this sale yet, things are like 50% off just about everything, or not everything, but a good majority of items in the shop are about 50% off. So if you want to go ahead and buy it, great time to buy it. These items will stay in the game, so if you do want them, they will be on sale. Great time to buy it. So me, myself, in celebration of this, I'm going to go out and buy some steel. I'm going to go ahead and support this great decision that For Honor has decided to make. So I'm on board now. He also says, we want to apologize on how we communicated these potential changes. Now, this was one of the things that I was really like mad about, is how they communicated the changes, how they presented these changes to us. But he goes on and says, over the past year, thanks to the Warriors Den and your presence on the various platforms, we built what we believe to be a strong relationship with you. And they have. They definitely have. Your feedback has been driving the production efforts, including the various features and improvements we've made. Reading the various thread made us realize that we didn't properly explain what we wanted to do and why we were doing it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. So like, if we go back to do I have it still up here? Yes, I do. This summer sale thing right here. The main problem I had with this was their main advertising poster that they had for the summer sale. And it says, summer sale, up to 50% off, 600 plus items. Grab them before it goes away from the game. That's that right there. Grab them before it goes away from the game. Nowhere in small text or parentheses or whatever does it say these items will be in rotation or these items will make their way back in the game somehow. This advertisement, and this is what mainly everyone's going to see, your main advertisement. It says grab them before it goes away from the game. If someone did not watch the dev stream and someone just saw this poster, they would think, oh my god, all these items are going away, I gotta get on an impulse buy and buy everything that I need. So this kind of rubbed people the wrong way, and some people really didn't know that these items were coming back, and that's why I say, like, the way they promoted it made it seem like it was kind of like not a crash grab, a cash grab, kind of like a huge cash grab, just to get everyone's money and say, okay, we're just going to take these out for, we didn't even know how long they were going to take the items out for, but we just know that they were coming back one way or another, and we didn't even know when they were coming back. So if someone was just reading this post right here, they would get the idea that it was a permanent removal. So that was one issue that I had. So let's go back. He says, even if we're not proceeding, we want to share the exact plan we had in mind and why these changes were going to be made. So this is good. So they're going to tell us what they were trying to get across. Okay. The plan was to change the availability status of some of the oldest items located in the heroes menu. Because we are regularly releasing new heroes, we are on an exponential curve of releasing weekly content on all heroes. We thought that introducing a new availability system for older content was an interesting solution to fight against the massive number of items that could be unlocked. Now, I don't really think anyone really had a problem with the number of items. I mean, for the most part, it wasn't really that much. Now, in the future, yeah, you're going to have to organize it a little bit more. And like I said before, if you go back to this picture right here, you zoom in on this picture right here, you can see a year 1 and a year 2. This is a great type of formula to use to organize all this content that you want to bring out to the game. Now, because I know in year 3, year 4 of For Honor, depending on how long they decide to support the game, we're going to have a lot of new ornaments, a lot of new effects, a lot of new everything. So you're going to have some type of organization, because you don't want to just scroll down menus for hours. I understand that. It's better just to have things organized instead of saying, oh, it's too much, let's remove it. Just organize it better. Not saying, I mean, I know that might be a hard task, because I know, you know, you update one thing in a game and something else breaks. So I mean, I'm not saying that it'll be easy to, you know, organize everything. I'm just saying that if it can be done, we could do it like this. So that would be perfect. But let's keep going. Player expression is something we know you value, and we love seeing your creations. We had no intentions to prevent that. Now, this is what he's going to, this is what they actually wanted to get across, these points right here. He says this change only concerned items in the heroes menu. It did not impact items availability in game through season legacy bundles. I didn't even, until someone in my comments had told me that you can get them through bundles, I had no idea you can get them through bundles. But let's keep going. And obviously, if an item was unlocked, you will keep it. Yeah, we knew that. The plan was to never touch other types of content, such as maps, heroes, modes, etc. It was only to address the amount of unlockable items in the heroes menu. Okay. Now, I think everyone knew that if you unlocked it, you would keep it. But if anyone didn't know that, well, there you go. The availability status of old items in the heroes menu would have evolved from permanent availability to a later date on rotation. Now, the thing is, we didn't know what a later date was. We didn't know if it was 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Like, we didn't really know exactly when we were going to get them back. So that kind of forced people to make a decision. Do you want to go out and buy still? Because there was no possible way that you would get all the items you wanted for all the heroes you wanted just by, you know, saving up steel. Like, that's just too much steel. It's just too much. You will have to go out and buy it. So that kind of put people in to make a decision, like, okay, do I miss out on items for who knows how long, or do I just, you know, bite the bullet and spend however much money to get everything I want? So that was a little problem right there. But he goes on to say, we wanted to start reintroducing those items in rotation around end of summer. Okay, well, there we go. There's the date right there. Okay. Rotations would have been done every week, like weekly content. Oh, okay. So that there would have been a good turnover and access to these items. Okay. Here's the problem with that. Will be done every week, like weekly content. So would rotations, would they have replaced our weekly content? I'm not sure about that, because if they would have went ahead and went through this, would they just recycle old content and say this is your new weekly content? I wouldn't like that at all, but I'm glad this isn't happening, at least right now. Items put into rotation would always have been at a discounted steal price, similar to what you see. Okay, so when they do come back in rotation, they would stay on discount. All right, I guess that's not bad. Only items that were at least 9 months old could be put into rotation. We didn't plan to apply this system on any more recent items. Okay, now if they came out and said this, I would have been okay with that. I actually would have been okay with that. I wish they would have said this when they announced it, but maybe they'll bring this back in a later date. But yeah, I'm fine with this, bringing them back every week. Now, I just don't want the rotations to be our weekly content. I just want them to be like put them on every Wednesday or something, and then have the weekly content every Thursday. Or, I mean, you can play with the dates however you want, but you know, just don't make it our weekly content. So he goes on to say only items that were at least 9 months old could be put into rotation. Yeah, okay, cool. So only old items. Yeah, that's fine. Only old items would be in rotation, and then all the new items would stay. That's not bad. One element that we overlooked was the status of executions, because they have a gameplay component. Thank you for pointing this out, because it was admittedly unfair, and in any scenario would have been changed based on your feedback. Yeah, that's another thing. Now you can't touch the executions. You just can't. You can't put your hand. You can't take executions out of the game. You got to leave all those in there. If you do, like, go with this plan in the future, don't touch the executions. Like, we wait way too long for a new execution, and we want all the old ones to stay. So that's something that has to stay. You can't touch that. Then he says again, we are only providing this detail right now so the full context can be understood. Thank you very much for your feedback, and rest assured we are always listening. Your input has always been and always will be at the core of our decision making. As Roman said at E3, you are for honor. From the For Honor team. Now this was a great message. I like this, because this shows that they really are, you know, looking out for our best interest. Really, like, taking everyone's opinion in consideration. So this is great. Like I said, guys, if you haven't taken advantage of this sale, I definitely would do so. You have until the 19th to purchase anything that's on sale, and these things are really cheap. So like I said earlier, I'm going to go out and buy some just to show my support of them listening to the community, because this was great. This was great. I didn't want them to take everything out, but now that I've actually read and actually understand exactly what they were going to do, I'm not too against it. I'm not too against it, but I just wish they would have gave us a longer time period to absorb this information, and I wish they would have presented it like this and gave us every little detail about it and told us, you know, the ins and outs. But yeah, I'm not against this at all. If they want to bring this back at a later date, I'm completely okay with it. Now, this is just me. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments. This is just me. This is how I feel. But I don't have a problem with this. If they want to rotate it, they can. Or if they want to organize it like I showed in that one picture, they could do it like that. It doesn't really matter to me. But bringing them back on a rotation isn't that bad, depending on how many things they rotate at one given time. But I like this. It's not bad. I'm glad they listened to us. I'm glad we actually have some pull in the direction that this game is going. So this is great, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the video off. If you guys haven't subscribed, definitely do that. And if you haven't followed the Twitch link down in the description, I live stream on Twitch. I will be live tonight. So yeah, everybody, this is a great day. We changed this horrible decision. Well, it wasn't horrible, but this quick decision that a lot of people didn't like. We actually had some leeway and we changed this. So congratulations, man. All of our items are staying in game. So I will end the video off here, guys. If you enjoyed, like I said, subscribe, like the video and all that stuff, and social media links down in the description. But all right, guys, peace out and stay safe.